Hi guys, hope you're well. Wanted to do a really quick video with more details of the Christmas speedrun, what it is and how it will help you and who it's for really. So what it is in a nutshell is I'm doing the case study, so you'll see all that, me building a Christmas site, getting it to rank, getting it to make sales, which is great and it will be great for motivation, but one thing it won't give you is it's just me going, look what I've done, look at this ranking. And if you want to be involved, if you want to join a Christmas speed run, I've got a special Facebook group specifically for that. And the difference is this: instead of just a case study, I'm giving you the exact keywords, the same products I'm using on my Christmas site, and going through it step by step. So really what it is in a nutshell is about applying this stuff. But when you go to apply this stuff, it doesn't, I know this, pretty sure of this, I've released Amazon courses for the last 7 years. And the difficulty with this stuff isn't in learning it particularly, the learning's fun, but when you go to apply it, it just doesn't work. Or there's things you miss, or you feel that you're doing it wrong, stuff like that, okay? So what this group will give you is, if you want to make money at Christmas with Amazon, there's still time, as long as you're doing it the right way. And that's why I set up this group. It is limited to 10 people. I've got four spots left. I've limited it to 10 people just because I'm giving you the exact products that I'm putting on my Christmas site. I'm going through it with a fine-tooth comb, saying, look, this is how you write them, this is why, this is what will help it rank. I know I cover this in my courses, but again, the difference is actually applying this stuff. So if you want to get this stuff done, if you want to take that knowledge that you have, if you want to get those questions answered with how do I actually apply it, how do I know that it's going to work, that's why I wanted to do this group. It's for people that want to do it but are having trouble applying it, maybe want motivation, okay, because there's going to be a lot of that in there. It's going to be fun, and it's literally going through. I give you the keywords, and everything that you need. With the actual group, this a really good question, Dennis. I always say this with all this stuff, and it applies here. You truly don't need to worry about competition. I say it on the evergreen stuff, I say it on the Christmas stuff. You'll see, if you choose to join us in the group, that most people, and this is just the truth, or as I've seen it over the last 6-7 years, most people won't do the work required to give you any competition whatsoever. You know, when you see traffic software, push button systems, all that stuff, again, I'm not knocking it, but they won't be competition to you because Google won't rank them. I was reading an email, not to go off in a tangent, but I was reading an email from a guy called Brian Dean. Maybe you've heard of him. Really good SEO guy, Neil Patel. I like to keep my finger on the pulse with all SEO stuff and see. I'm really well versed in SEO, but it's always good to see what other people are doing. And if you check out his stuff, and then you look at these push button systems and so on, you really truly, the best thing I can tell you is you truly don't have any competition. Most people won't build a site where they're adding 1,000-word reviews to the site, doing it properly, interlinking it properly, and if you will, you don't have any competition. But a really good question. The other reason I'm limiting it to 10 is so you don't have competition. I wanted this to be a close-knit Facebook group. Part of the reason I'm limiting it is for the support required, so you get support on hand when you need it. But the other reason, the big reason, is you're not going to be competing with, loads and loads of people. It's limited to 10, and I'm fairly confident that most people won't build their sites in this way. Not because they don't know how, because it's all in my courses and so on, but because of, and I'll just speak sort of plainly, like as if you're here with me, as though we're having a coffee, I think it's because when you start doing it, the questions come up. Is this going to work? Am I wasting my time? It's hard work doing the content, hard work doing the linking. It takes time, and most people won't carry on to get a result. So what happens is then all this stuff comes in, okay? The next software product, the next traffic product, and it's very easy. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but it's very easy to then jump onto those things and think, oh, blow this is too much like hard work. There must be an easier way, and you end up going round and round. And the way to work, I'm not knocking them, because you might be getting results with traffic software or push button systems or something, and if you are, do that if you're getting good results, because I've never found anything like that to work, especially when we're dealing with Google and SEO. here's the good side of that stuff. If you do it the right way, if you will schedule this down, if you've got 2 to 3 hours a week to spend on this stuff, and I mean literally spending it on this stuff, okay, not learning stuff, I mean implementing what I'm going to tell you in the course, you'll do really, really well, and you don't have to worry about competition. Another thing just on competition, like the portable power generator site, how many sites do you think there are of portable power generator all vying for the same keywords? It was ranking, and it's not a big I am, like because I did anything magic with the site, but because I know that this is the best way I can sum up competition. The competition that you have, the people doing it properly, will always be there, okay, because they're doing it properly. But if we looked at that in a percentage term, I'd say, who knows, but I'm guessing here, I reckon it's at less than 10%. I reckon 5 to 7% of people are doing it the right way. And then there's a huge percentage, because it's difficult, okay, I'm the first to say that because it requires time and effort. There's a huge amount of people just trying anything. Social media, uploading hundreds of YouTube videos, traffic software, article spinners, push button sites. Again, I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm saying the thing that it speeds up won't help anyway. I'll give you an example without going off on a tangent. Like article spinners, you can invest in them, get 100 articles out there quickly, load them up on your site, and they're not going to rank. So, you know, it really is. That's on competition, so you don't really have any. Products, how many products I'm going to do? Well, with my site, I'm going to literally keep on going. You know, I'll probably end up with about 20, 30 products on my site. You don't have to do as many as that. The way I do it is exactly the same as all year round. You literally focus on the ones that start getting traction. So if, you know, like Christmas toys and so on, remember this as well. Christmas toys, bad commissions, okay? But you want to get people through to Amazon. If they start buying up computers, TV sets, doing all their Christmas shopping, that's the key. There's no real limit to the amount of products that you can put on. I'm going to give you at least 20 products that you can put on your site. That will be more than enough to get really, really good results. So the products and the keywords that I'm giving you to put on your site, the same as what I'm doing, will be at least 20. But there's no limit really. If you wanted more, if you've got 20 on your site and say, Chris, I need more products, I can find them. And I can find the keywords. And there's also, I'm going to be showing you another way of writing the content in there that works really, really well. Okay, something a little bit different. These aren't all like magic bullets or anything. They're just things that I'm doing that are working really, really well. So it's all about this, applying this stuff. If there's one thing, and it's the most boring thing, it's the thing that gets, you know, with all views and everything, it's the most valuable thing I think I can tell you, and it gets the least feedback, and it's this. It's not about learning this stuff, it's about scheduling it down, applying it, and if you can do that, if you can work on a Christmas site and you can have a site out there, we're just at the beginning of November, if you can get a site out there 20, 30 pages by the end of November, you're going to be winning, and you're going to have a site worth money, and you're going to have all these people coming through for Christmas, and it's not that difficult, okay? And I know that's, I don't say that tongue-in-cheek, I mean it's not that difficult to do because you know a lot of the stuff, but the problem is applying it because the questions come up and the time it takes. And when you start doing this stuff and you start copying and pasting and start putting links in, you're going to make mistakes if you're not used to it, and you're going to do things maybe wrong. That is the biggest killer with all this stuff. It's really, the biggest killer is the uncertainty. Am I wasting my time? But look at it this way, flip it round. How long have you spent trying to make all of this stuff work? I'm not on about my stuff particularly, but my stuff included, push button sites, buying this up, all this stuff. If you just focus on this, you'll get a really, really good start. And I'll also put something in there as well for 2019, you know, starting the new year and really, really hitting the new year with bang. With this Christmas stuff, so Lance just said something there, is the tactics you can use all year round. This will be focused on Christmas. I recommend that you have a Christmas domain. You don't have to limit it to 2018 or anything like that. Just, I think mine's christmastoyguru.com. But anything like that, okay? The other way, and I've taught how to do this in previous years, which works really, really well. It just requires more domains is to do one site per toy. But this, the way I'm teaching here is just to get one domain, Christmas type domain. As long as you've got, you know, it's covering the same stuff again. As long as you've got a proper theme, as long as you've got all the SEO, if you know that your theme's good and so on. If you've just got a domain that's unrelated to Christmas and you're trying to build up Christmas toys, it's not going to work so well. You do need to have a Christmas domain, but they're like $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. Well worth doing. I had an email the other day about, and this is perfectly fine, but they said, you know, I'm worried about spending so much on domains. And if you're worried about spending so much on domains, you need to focus on it and do it the right way. Like, and again, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's the consistency behind it. It's carrying on. The main thing that we're going to be covering here is, as my Christmas site grows, and as I tell you how to do this stuff, if you do run into any problems getting ranked, getting traffic, I can help personally in the group. That's why it's limited to 10 as well. So going on from Christmas, you can use all the stuff you're learning in the group to do with an evergreen site. It's really no different apart from Christmas toys, Christmas gifts, and then evergreen, but you're doing the same thing again and again. And if you can systemize it, so you know what you're doing, you know how a site behaves, you know how long you have to work on it, you know how to get traffic, you know that it's done properly, you've got a business. You've literally got a business, because moving on, you know, you can flip sites, you can build them up into authority, and that's it. But the problem is, always the problem is applying this stuff. And again, I would highly recommend anyone to go to their hard drive. And if you can't get this working, look, if I said to you now, what have you actually got out there that you're working on systematically week to week, adding content? And then if it's still not working, it will be down to not particularly not doing the right things, but it will be down to your tracking and knowing how to get traffic, and then the setup of the site and your SEO. So if you want to learn that and make it really, really simple, I'd love to have you in the Facebook group. It's going to be fun. It's going to be quick fire. You get 2 to 3 videos a week. Really simple. Today we're going to do this, or this week we're going to do this. Go off and do this. Meet up for the next video. It's all recorded, so you can watch it whenever you want. And then if you get stuck, there's support as well. The only thing you need to do is the stuff, and the stuff will take you 2 to 3 hours a week, if that. If you're brand new at this stuff, it might take a little bit longer, but I'm on about 3 hours of time in blocks is plenty enough time. As long as it's doing that and not learning the stuff and not going, it's almost like having the faith, man, and just doing it. That's the biggest killer with this stuff. But I'd love to have you. I won't keep on rambling. I've got 4 spots left. So if you want in, get in. We'll have some fun. Oh, this is how you get in. This helps, doesn't it? Leaving the video like, send me an email, cljpublishing@gmail.com. It is invite only. Just send me an email saying I'm interested in the Christmas group. I'll send you details to get access. I'll get you in today. The first video is also up. And another one coming today. So I'd love to have you. If it sounds like something that you want help with, join us. cljpublishing@gmail.com, and I'll put the email below. And I'll speak to you really, really soon. Cheers, guys.